What it do, is your boy Divine, and we're back with another video. So today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man 2.
Well, boys. Looks like we got a Mexican standoff.
Been hearing a lot. I had the game 2 weeks early, got
Until we've uncovered the web of lies. I'm Jay Jonah.
so I was trying to be number 1 and ended up becoming like number 23. So cool, ain't worried about it. I got the platinum and I wanted to review the game. Got 100% in about 20 hours or 24 hours in total. Beat the story in about 14 to 15 hours, and then the rest was all like 6 hours of just extra stuff. So today we're just gonna be talking about what to do with the platinum and how to get the platinum, and then after that we're gonna go into a little review with Bigger Boss. Bigger Boss is my platinum brother, my close friend, known him for about 8 years. Damn!
My penis is hard. I just got a hard.
So he really,
I like that shit, bro. I'm counting my penis kind of hard all day, bro.
He really,
snitch.
I like
he really
that.
bodied it long, and I decided to do a review with him because I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. I had a lengthy week, the week of the week of me doing the platinum. I got 6 Twitch accounts banned. I got a copyright infringement from Twitch twice. Then I got one from Insomniac, and then I got on Twitter, had started a Twitter war, started a TikTok war. I was featuring on Reddit posts. I was featuring this. I was the leaker that knew how to play games. So, and the only reason I did what I did was I didn't do it for the cloud. I didn't do it because I wanted to be this big dude. I did it because some people, they wanted to see the story, and I wanted to see where their money was going. It's not me trying to leak the game or trying to be like this evil guy to ruin your experience. No, 200 people wanted to see the game. Y'all were dying for this. So, as you know, a regular person or someone who, you know, is in the entertainment or content creator industry, I did my job. So I risked my Twitch getting banned. I mean, I got it back, went on a little stream to say what's up to everybody, and even play the game. To be real with you, I just really came back up here to tell y'all what's up. I'm back. Never back down, never what? 2 copyright strikes, and I got hit with 2 copyright strikes and a 2-day ban. I don't even know if I could play the game. I ain't gonna keep it, but I don't know if I could play the game. It's just 3 more days. I just came up here to tell y'all that I was back. And I appreciate everybody showing love and support. But I gave the game an 8 out of 10. This is for the spoiler-free review part. After this, I'm going to the non-spoiler review with Bigger Boss. But as of right now, my review is an 8 out of 10. I'm kind of in the same agreement with GameSpot, Forbes, and IGN. IGN and GameSpot's reviewers are kind of iffy, but I really want to agree with Forbes. The gameplay wise, it's slow, it gets dull at moments. Some of the missions, it's just, the pacing is almost like how The Last of Us Part 2 pacing was, where it's like bang, 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 bang. So, and I'm not trying to blame the MJ missions. I don't think that's...
Look, blick, gang, my stepper gon' brush him if I press the button. Drippy the scuff, the blick in the double, it came with a muzzle. So why would I touch it? Diamonds, dancing, flooded. We don't turn nothing to...
I don't think that's what slowed it down. It's just the story. I just didn't feel any emotional attachment. The villains were like, you got to remember, when you're coming from playing Spider-Man 1 to Miles, there's emotion everywhere. And I'm not just talking about some chaotic death. I'm just talking about emotions with the villains, emotions with the side characters, emotions with it's like a whole bunch of different things. Betrayal, revenge, like it's just so much mixing.
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
I can't. It's okay. I can't. Just let go. Let go.
Can't be easy when the birds leave the nest. Oh. Howard?
Like natural causes. Oh, hey, Spider-Man.
Sorry. Howard was a friend.
Take all the time you need. If it helps, it looked like he was at peace.
It does. He's on a new adventure now. And his wife's with him.
And then coming out with You Get Spider-Man 2, it's just like opening a can of soda and you're about to drink it and you find out it's flat.
The soda's flat.
Hey, you don't say, sir. Try that.
So I'm just getting it an 8 out of 10. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much about it. Some people have told me it's a 9. Some people have told me it's a 7. Some people have told me it's a 6. Listen, we're gamers. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a preference. Whether you like to play Monopoly games or Uno games, or you like to play Call of Duty and 2K all day, or whether you like to play single player, God of War, Uncharted, or you're just a Sony pony, I don't really care at the end of the day, because did you enjoy the game is all that really matters. The ratings are ratings. I really don't care for that. If you get in a beat up car and the car drives, it might be a beat up car, but it's going to get you to your destination. So with Spider-Man 2, it's just like a 1997 Honda on a donut, missing a couple lug nuts and the engine's knocking, and it's gonna still make it to the destination. So that's pretty much all I have to say for Spider-Man 2. For everyone who doesn't want to get ruined with the reviews or whatever, so please enjoy the game. Please enjoy the game for my sake. I've had a lot of people in the Discord when I was streaming it through Discord for everybody and streaming through Twitch. I said, yo, when the game come out, I give everybody a day or two, let it come out, and I'll drop my review on Saturday. Well, today's Saturday, so I want everybody came back to me, hit me in the DMs, hit me on Discord, and they told me their opinion, and I appreciate it, because it just opens more insight to when I do this review, which is right now. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been reaching out to me to make sure I wasn't tripping. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy this review from me and Big.
Mr. Duckworth. All these hoes make it difficult.
Session 10.
Sorry.
Breakthrough.
We gave you just as much, but since there's so many Spider-Man fanboys out there that just basically want to just have a jizz fest all over the game, like, and they know this too, so they're like, yo, they're gonna come back and they're gonna spend the money.
I already said the glazing for this game is like it's so out of pocket right now. But I think, like I said, it's the Spider-Man. But the Spider-Man community is like it's 100% glazed up for this game. Like, I can't even tell you how many times somebody was like I told you, I was in that Discord call and it was like over 100+ dudes in my ear like, oh my god, corner tethering, oh, it's so smooth, look at the suit, look at the wings, look at this. And I'm like, bro, do you play anything else?
But see, that doesn't make sense, because how are you that excited about something that was already in the first game? It's not like it's a new mechanic.
It's not a new mechanic. I mean, they just made it a little bit more crispy, but I keep telling people, if you played Miles Morales, you would know this is just a reskin.
Yeah, no. The game is clearly a reskin. I will say that.
It's to expand on Miles Morales.
Yeah, most definitely. The game overall feels like a Miles Morales game. Like when you play the Miles Morales game, like that has a clear, distinct feel to it, and it don't feel like Peter. Like Peter felt like a Peter Parker in the first game. Like he had a distinct feel to him, and then Miles Morales felt like a Miles Morales. So when you played,
you felt
Miles
the difference,
Morales,
right?
You felt the difference. Yeah,
but when you swing with Peter in this game, it feel like you swinging like with Miles.
He feel like Miles, and I feel like for his age and who he is, that's just not his style of swinging. Like what made Miles Morales so unique?
I liked it tight when you swing with Peter in the first game. Like it felt like, damn, he just regularly swinging. Like he
experienced, like he's experienced. It's tight. You could feel that experience in his swing. He shouldn't be doing like freeform stuff. Now, granted, he probably did that when he was younger, but experienced Peter, I feel like wouldn't be doing that. It's more tight, it's more controlled. So it's one of those things where it's like the game definitely felt like a Miles Morales game. And then even with the way the story went, it just feels like they catered to Miles too much. I do personally feel like they hold him. They hold Peter like a lot.
Bro, Peter, for being this an OG Peter Parker, or I would say old man, quote unquote, old man, more grown Peter Parker, this is not who we know, like at all. Like if you're trying to tell me, like even if you're not even familiar with comics, or even if you know him from the movies, we all know that what they did to Spider-Man here is not okay. This is Miles' game. This isn't a Peter Parker game. This is a Miles Morales. Like they gave him so much love to the suits. They gave him so much love to the combat. Like if the symbiote, if it wasn't for the symbiote, this game would not be anywhere near in the 8s.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people, and I've already told people my opinion, and people came back and told me their opinion. The symbiote is the number one thing for this whole entire game. Whether it's on Harry, or whether it's on Peter Parker, or whether it's just being this entity, the symbiote carries the game. Kraven don't carry, Miles don't carry. The best character to me, I keep telling you, is Harry. I love Harry to death. But the symbiote is legit the main selling point of this game.
Yeah, and the thing is that would be the only selling point of the game. Even when they first teased it a couple of years back, that's how you win people over, is you got to have a draw. So I get the marketing aspect of it, but to me, it's still a situation where you just drop the ball on too many situations that there's higher expectations, especially like for somebody like me who, like, we're trophy hunters, so we hunt for trophies. So when we play a game to the fullest capacity that we can, to the best of our ability, not only based off the trophy list, but also because we like to be completionists. I know personally me, I'm a completionist to a degree, so I like to try to complete 100% of the game. And being somebody who did Spider-Man and Miles Morales back to back and got the full experience, I really enjoyed playing Spider-Man and then Miles Morales right behind it. But then when I got to Spider-Man 2, it was like, okay, the beginning was very epic. It tried to catch me, and it did, because the Sandman fight was really fun. And then it was like, it was like almost like a roller coaster. Like it builds you up, drops you, and then it's like it just stagnated. Like it just got to a point. They took too long. Like they took too long to get to the point in the story that made sense, that would catch you. And because they took too long, you lose connection with the game, you lose connection with the characters, and you kind of like, okay, when you play the game, it's kind of like a meal. Like, okay, I'm waiting too long. I came to this restaurant, I heard it's really good, I'm here, I had an appetizer, my meal come out and it's cold, and now you're mad. That's not even a problem. Yeah, they do make some great games. Again, Spider-Man 2 is a good game in its own right, but it could have been so much more considering what they had. Like, the city wasn't big enough. I mean, I take that back. The city was big enough. It wasn't enough to do in the city. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't understand how you sell me on a product that says, oh, we gave you a city that's double the size. We added a whole nother island in New York. Okay, cool. That's cool. And then it's like, okay, I get in there and it's less things to do. In the first Spider-Man game, there was way more crimes you had to do, way more side objectives, way more activities. Crimes was happening in a more frequent way. There was more villain fights in there. We've talked about the villain fights more than once. So it's like, yo, there was way more villain fights that you could do. And even from a story perspective, you felt more pressure, you felt the tension, you felt more urgency to do certain things, and you felt the urgency in the characters. In this game, I didn't feel it. It was because everybody was just kind of chilling.
There was no emotional attachment to nobody, and that's what I was telling people. Like, I don't feel any emotional attachment to anybody. Even when they off Scorpion, I was like, cool, they killed somebody.
Right.
Like,
they killed somebody.
Like, wow, they killed somebody. Like, okay, cool.
But Scorpion is a cop-out kill, if you ask me.
It's a whole cop-out kill. What they should have did, and remember I told you what they should have did, they should have gave you the option, right? Gave Peter and Miles options to save one villain or the other, right? So Craven is like, I'm going to kill Tombstone and I'm going to kill this one. And you have an option to go save one or the other before they get captured and Craven kills them. But then you have to live with that throughout the whole entire game. Like, damn, Lizard got killed because I couldn't get there in time. Which then gives you different options throughout the game to give you more playability. Like, even if you're gonna drop DLC or even if you're gonna drop that still would give you more replayability because there's nothing to do after the game's over.
Oh no! When I finally 100% of the game, there was literally nothing to do, and then even at the end of the first game, when you 100%, because don't get it twisted, when you finish any Spider-Man game, there's really nothing to do afterwards anyway, because it's a single player experience. I'm gonna say you can't give me a big city of that size and not give me nothing to do. Like, I just didn't feel no reason to do anything. And the little bit that they did give me, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app, they could have expanded on that from Miles Morales expansion.
It was like 6 missions, bro. Like, what?
Yeah.
Bro, and they were trash. Like, hold on. Well, chill out. The Howard mission was probably the best mission on there.
The who mission?
The Howard mission. The pigeon, the pigeon keeper.
Yeah. That was the most emotional mission in the whole game. It was more emotional than the whole story itself. That little 5-minute mission was more emotional than the whole game.
That 5-minute mission had me like, I was sitting there thinking like, damn, they off my boy. Like, he really, the way it captures so much of a beautiful moment from the beginning of the mission, because you're like, where's he going? Like, he's never left New York, and he was like, man, I'm going on a long adventure. You like, oh, bro, he must be doing something crazy. And when you come back, it's that downfall you feel. Like, it feels so like, damn. I wish you would have just told me.
Because you went through a lot of work to get them pigeons in the first game. Them pigeons was a lot of work. I'm just saying, like, it felt like the way the leaks was flowing, because at that time a lot of people didn't have the full game or access to it yet. It's like you cannot deny that you thought you were gonna fight all those villains, because you was told it's a bigger New York, and then you see this one trailer or this one leak sometimes, and it's like, oh, Craven in the game, and then all of a sudden you see a tablet he's looking at and he's smirking at like 12 villains on the screen. You're like, okay, bro. So they already told us New York was gonna be double the size. So we about to fight like double the enemies. Like, that's only natural to think when you play a game like this of this magnitude, and you got 2 Spider-Men. So the next step would be, okay, we got 2 Spider-Men. It must be so many people we gotta fight. Miles ain't got no choice but to help Peter. He can't do it alone. He already struggles against the Sinister Six. Can you imagine he had to fight like all the villains like that was on that screen? Like, all the villains that they cameos, because I'm not gonna even call them like in the game. They were basically cameos. Like, all the villains they showed in the game, if they had to work together to take all those people out and then do, like you said, have a choice situation in it, that would completely change the dynamic of the game, and that will also give you an emotional attachment.
Or
I could complain about those 2 Spider-Man movies all day. It's just one of those things where it's just like they just dropped the ball, and after 100% of the game, and as you know, I don't give my true rating until I 100% platinum a game. So for me, the game is an 8 out of 10, honestly. I mean, yeah, I know IGN gave it that and a couple other people, but I just feel like 8 out of 10 is the most fair.
As long as you can give it whatever rating you can give it, as long as you have a strong reason why you're giving that. And when I read IGN's and GameSpot's 8 out of 10, I said, man, they kind of like reaching. But I tell everybody, you got to read Forbes 8.5 out of 10.
Forbes,
because
Forbes 8 was like
they hit it. on point,
On
like
the head.
on the head. It's dull. Why make the city bigger? Why do that? Like it made so much sense. So like IGN GameSpot, I agree with y'all for the rating, but y'all explanation was just hot doo doo.
Yeah, nah. Now 8 out of 10 for me. And that's me honestly. Yeah, 8 out of 10 is cool. I wanted to give the game like an 8.5. Really, honestly, I was really rooting. Like, I wasn't hyped to play it, but I was rooting for the game.
I had to take 0.5 away for that parry system, and everybody, even when I was streaming, they were like, "Don't use it." For what? Like, that's like you giving me. That's like you giving me a Star Wars game
and tell me not to use it. Nah,
you're gonna give me a Star Wars game and tell me not to use the Force? Like what?
You can't help but use it because the game is designed to be one giant tutorial, which that's crazy because the game is basically from Sandman all the way up to Coney Island. The game is a one big tutorial.
It's a one big tutorial, bro.
Yeah, the hand holding in the game is annoying. The hand holding for me was a bit much. That's really why I got an 8. Instead of an 8.5, that's why I got an 8 with me. It was too much through the tutorial. Took too long to get to the meat of the story, and the story was still kind of weak even by the time it got to the meat of the story. So for me,
I was already dead. It was like by the time it got to the meat of the story, I was already dead. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
like,
I'm good, bro. Yeah. So 8 out of 10 for me overall. And like I say, I don't usually give a rating until I beat the game 100%, and I also do all my trophies. So yeah. But typically,
you're like an hour under me on the
and I don't know, bro. I hope Insomniac, when you put this review up, I hope Insomniac see that. Insomniac, I want you to stop lying and telling people this game is 17 hours long. It ain't. This game is the same length as the expansion for Miles Morales. It is probably no more than 10 hours. Again, you're telling people that this game is about 17 hours, right? If it was to my total playtime, like you said, I was about 2 hours. I think yours was 20. So mine was 22. So I'm 2 hours behind you. And the only reason, and you know what's crazy?
But you're 2 hours behind me. And the only reason you're behind me, right? And the same reason I say for me, I would have had this done quicker for the spider bots and that stupid trophy that I had
stupid box on that church.
I promise you, I'm gonna put that clip right in here. The excitement out of my mouth when I found that church and found that for that trophy. The excitement, dog. I said, bro, that was 4 hours wasted right there. 4 hours wasted trying to find this trophy.
What? It was there the whole time? I literally had to watch. Oh my God, I had to watch the post-credit scene just to find this thing?
They lacked on the ending. They lacked on the boss fights. They lacked in the combat because you're still doing the same ass 3-hit combos. The suits are okay. I felt like Peter Parker should have needed more suits.
You take those out.
All right, we're gonna ask the real question here. What did you think about Miles' last suit?
The Miles' last suit was stupid. It just makes no sense for a superhero. Like,
bro, it makes zero sense, bro. You gotta make zero sense.
The suit makes no sense, bro. It's not even about the hair. It's really just about the design. The suit is a bad design. I personally don't like it.
For a better price than playing Spider-Man, you got Stray, Tears of the Kingdom, right? And they're gonna say I'm a fanboy glazer, and I've never touched Tears of the Kingdom, right? I'm just taking.
Okay. I touched Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, Tears of the Kingdom is better than Spider-Man 2. I like Tears of the Kingdom and I like Spider-Man 2, but objectively, while they're both good games, Tears of the Kingdom is the better game.
Same, but if we're talking in general, there's a whole bunch of other games you could buy and get a better experience.
Yeah, there is a lot more games you could buy and get a better experience. But I'm not saying don't waste your time. I'm not saying don't play the game either.
I tell everybody, spend your money, play the game, and then come back and tell us your opinion. Because at the end of the day, I just don't think this was worth like 70 plus because you're gonna buy the digital deluxe. And like I said, it's
most definitely because you're gonna want the extra skin.
You're gonna want the extra skin. Yeah, don't get it twisted. But
spend what, 89? Because the game's gonna be 89 for that one.
They're gonna treat it the same way like they treat Arkham Knight. Like we said, they're gonna drop a DLC just like how they did at Arkham Knight with villains, probably new challenges, new suits, all this other stuff. It's just easy like that. It's easy to sell you suckers. That's it. Why not
Yeah,
take from that?
yeah.
It's you guys are suckers, and they're seeing it with their own eyes. They sold you a half-ass story, and what they're gonna do is half-ass cap off your ass by selling you DLC. Plain and simple, it's a rinse and repeat. If you fall for it, you fall for it. Like we all did. I ain't even gonna lie. I fell for it in Arkham Knight. Hell yeah, I fell for it in Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah,
I dropped all that money on Arkham Knight, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
you had
they
3
extra
campaigns for Harley Quinn, Robin, and Nightwing. I think had one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the AR challenges, you got the AR challenges with all the characters, all the skins, and all the stuff. And I think what was it like? The season pass was like what, $40?
It was probably at that time $30 or $40. Yeah.
Yeah, and we
But
ate it up.
they also gave us a lot of free stuff back then too. There was a lot of free add-ons like costumes, added
And that's
tracks.
what that's
like
what
that.
Spider-Man's
Yeah, it was a lot
gonna
of
do.
added.
They're gonna throw it
Hopefully.
in a patch. They're gonna throw it in a patch and say, hey, we're giving you guys free stuff. You know, the stuff that should have been included in the game, just to keep your attention in the game. So when they drop the DLC, you'll come back. Because I've never came back to the Arkham Knight DLC.
Oh, I did. So
Yeah, I know. But that's all I'm saying. It's not much else to review about this game. I'm okay. If you told me to play this again, I probably would never touch it. No, I'm trying to show you where you.
We don't hate the game. We just trying to heal the world.
We just trying to.
We are Venom. What do you mean? Man, listen. Venom was a drop ball. Craven was a drop ball. Like, there was so much they could have did with this game. So much more. But hey.
I left disappointed.
Yeah, I did too. I left disappointed. And I'm not even somebody that gets super hyped about a game. And I usually have very, very low expectations. So my thing is, for me to be like disappointed, and I have very low expectations for usually, it's like, yo, yeah, I don't even know what y'all want me to say at this point.
So we gave it 8 out of 10. I have nothing more to say.
8 out of 10, that's what I give it. It was a fun game though. 8 out of 10. Still a fun game to play. And of course, you should always play a game for fun.
Oh yeah.
But they could have did more to make it.
They robbed you guys.
Yeah, they could have did more. And on top of that, the game could have been even more fun to play. Like, you could have did so much more. And instead of me just having a good experience, I could have had an amazing experience.
Web of Shadows, man. Web of Shadows, man.
You what I said? You what I did there? An amazing
Spider-Man. Yeah, get off, bro. That's it. We're good. That's it. That's the end of the review. I ain't got nothing else to say. we gotta heal the world.
That was corny.
Yeah, we gotta heal the world. Make sure we heal the world together.
We gotta heal the world, but I'm gonna continue to do my own thing.
You're not gonna tell me how my story goes.
Crazy.